Good show, everybody. It's a quick turnaround for Atlanta United 2 after a loss in Birmingham over the weekend. Midweek test against Tampa Bay. It is the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. From Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia, it's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus in Group H. Atlanta United 2 won 4-2, going up against the Tampa Bay Rowdies, who do not have a blemish in that middle column all season long in this sprint in Group H, coming in with a record of 4-0-2. Alongside Jason Longshore, I am John Nelson. Thanks for accessing us however you are doing so. And Jason, to get to tonight, let's talk about where we were when these two teams first met.
July 11th, this is the game where Tampa Bay fell behind early. Things were looking pretty good for the Rowdies, with Amir Bashti picking up a red card in the 7th minute. Jackson Conway gave Atlanta United to the lead. Tampa Bay Rowdies did come back eventually with an 87th minute winner, but Conway's goal is one of the highlights of the season for Atlanta United too.
And he has been part of the young guns that have been on display for the Twos this year, and that is just part of the list.
Jackson Conway will miss tonight with a foot injury. Will Riley and Coleman Gannon are in the lineup. Tons of minutes played by Gannon and Riley at a very young age. Caleb Wiley even younger, and he has been incredibly impressive in recent matches.
And it takes another third of a year for Caleb Wiley just to get to the age of 16.
If you're not paying attention to Caleb Wiley's age, you would not be able to tell he's a 15-year-old on the field. Against players at times twice his age, he's been very composed, very calm, and he seems to get better every single match.
We mentioned the youth of Atlanta United too. It is the experience on the flip side for Tampa Bay, and let's talk about the guy who wears the C.
Sebastian Guenzati is one of the most talented players to ever play in the USL Championship. 4 goals and 6 appearances this season. He's incredibly dangerous anywhere in the final third, scoring goals, creating for others. He'll be a handful for Atlanta tonight.
That's your peek at what's going to happen tonight at the Proving Ground. When we come back, it is starting lineups in the first 45 in Group H. Tampa Bay trying to distance themselves from everyone else. Atlanta United 2 chasing after spot 2. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time. For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Let's get you into the starting lineups. First off with Tampa Bay, no Fernandez in the lineup, injured last time out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We think Guinzotti, Murphy, and Doherty will be the dangerous trio up top. This midfield of Steinberger, Oduro, and Hilton, very, very strong. You have to look at number 3, Forrest Lasso, 3 straight times in the USL Championship, best 11.
The Lumberjack at the back for Tampa Bay. On the flip side for Atlanta United 2, what do you see?
Atlanta United 2 in the 4-3-3 that we've seen them playing under Tony Annan since he took over as the interim manager. Wiley, Jadama, Nielsen, and Gerv played together a couple of times now. Nielsen got his first professional start on Saturday in Birmingham. Injai, Jope, and Riley, a lot of security on the ball in the midfield for Atlanta United 2.
On the field right now, you see the United Soccer League, all 35 championship clubs, its players standing together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion, joining us all for a 15-second moment of silence as we are all united against racism. Well done by everybody there on the pitch. And also, we've got to take a peek at the visiting coach. There he is right there, Neil Collins.
Neil Collins has one of the best squads in the league, but Neil Collins also has been able to build a team that has a lot of resiliency, and that's coming from the touchline. He gives these players confidence. They fight for him very, very hard. This has been an impressive group since he took over.
And there's your whistle. We are underway with the first 45. Your crew for the evening, the man in the middle, Kyle Johnston. Your assistants, Brian Marshall and Zachary McWhorter. Your fourth official tonight is Amin Hadzic.
First USL Championship game for Kyle Johnston. He has a couple of USL League One games under his belt. He was the fourth official here last Wednesday for the Atlanta United Charleston match.
As you see here in the first 45, Atlanta United 2 in their striped kits. They are going to be going from your left to your right in the all-neon tonight. It is Tampa Bay, and they'll be going in the opposite direction as you're looking at it, from right to left. There's the aforementioned Caleb Wiley. Poke ahead trying to get it to Coleman Gannon. Can he track it down? He does keep it in. Nicely done there. Trying to turn on Jordan Scarlett. Tampa just gets rid of it.
Scarlett just shoved Gannon away from him to create some space to try to make that clearance. A little bit of a size disparity between Jordan Scarlett and Coleman Gannon.
Bit. Sent into the middle third. No one in particular there. Patrick Nielsen will now go for the quick throw. For Atlanta United 2 tonight, Mo Jadama.
Nielsen's recovered from an injury and looked better every half he's played. We've seen him for the last 3. Came on in the second half against Charleston. Good 90 minutes from him in Birmingham on Saturday.
Pressure on Ben Lundgaard. And there's Guinzotti pressuring Jadama. Knocked into the middle third. Land United 2 trying to get some kind of possession going here. Babakar Inja has some help off to the right, to his right in Jack Gurr. Back and forth. Gwenzati part of the double team. Injai hits the deck. Nothing there. It's going to come over to the other side and Caleb Wiley. Abdoulaye Diop. Injai settles, turns, gets out of a jam. Nice give and go here. Top of the area, looking for it and getting there first. Barely was Evan Loro.
Goodrum, little bit of a late start on that one. You're going to see Babakar Injai have the freedom to bomb forward a lot more than we've been accustomed to lately, with Abdoulaye Diop playing behind him as that number 6. Injai, we've seen him cover a lot of ground. Now he's going to be able to influence the game in the final third.
Lewis Hilton, the young Harris College product. And a takedown and a foul by Atlanta United 2. Damaduro hitting the turf. Abdoulaye Diop getting an early talking to from Kyle Johnston.
We'll be very curious to see how Johnston handles his first USL Championship match tonight. His last time out as the center referee was a USL League One match between Chattanooga and Tucson. 11 yellow cards on the day.
Scarlett back to Evan Loro. Part of a fairly large overhaul from the Tampa lineup from last season to this. Only 10 returning players. One of them was Macklin Robinson, who you saw in the 18s as the backup keeper. Remember Loro from his time in the Red Bulls organization.
New faces, but experienced faces coming in Lasso and Loro and Scarlett.
Gannon directing Abdoulaye Diop to give it to Caleb Wiley. There's Abdoulaye Diop to Mackey. Wiley and the return.
Nice interplay, but Tampa will give Atlanta this in the middle third.
Jordan Doherty trying to close down on Abdoulaye Diop, maintains control. Back to Will Riley. Jadama. Gurr. Pressure on Riley from Kyle Murphy all the way back to Ben Lundgaard, and they'll try it again.
Good decision there from Riley. Didn't have many options, had to take the safe route.
Gwenzati chasing after Jadama, sending it to Coleman Gannon. In between hops, Gannon had a chance to get there. Wiley pursuing there. Nicely done to get it away from Zach Steinberger. Into the area, deflected out. Back to Abdoulaye Diop. Diop with the poke to Injai. Taken away by Damaduro. Murphy and Steinberger. Scarlett and the switch over to Aaron Guillen. Hilton. Mackie Diop was chasing him. Back and forth. Scarlett and back to Forrest Lasso. Guillen. Hilton. Big switches there and kept in by Steinberger. Nicely done. Scarlett and Doherty. And they're going to call, looks like they're going to call Doherty on that one. So, Jason, usually when we talk about the keys to the match, you like to go into the song machine, into the jukebox. What are your keys tonight?
Well, obviously, Rough and Rowdy Ways for Tampa Bay. I mean, it's kind of an easy one, the new Bob Dylan coming out. Memory Maker, you've got a couple of players. Fernandez not getting the start. Gwenzati, who's just capable of special moments. Look for a highlight kind of performance from him tonight. Atlanta United 2 has to be very courageous in the way they approach this match with Tampa Bay. But they have to tighten up defensively, especially late in halves. They've had a bad knack of giving up goals late in halves and giving up opportunities off of set pieces. Tampa will punish them for those.
Happened against Birmingham for the 1 goal on the board and the 1-0 loss on the weekend. Nielsen with the left, blocked by Steinberger. Second chance, chipped out by Nielsen. Coleman Gannon bumped off by Scarlett.
Little moments of hesitation. Gannon was late to step there. Scarlett beat him to it.
Guillen looking for Guinzotti. And returned. And back to Forrest Lasso. He'll end up going back to Loro as we're turning minute number 8. Second ball. Jack Gurr gets there. He's looking for Wiley. Got under it a bit too much. Steinberger was there in the joust. Njai chasing after it. Gets possession. Nicely done. Nice decision there to pull it back. Gurr once again with the line drive, but Steinberger's there to intercept.
Unnecessary risk there from Gurr. Gives it away. Steinberger pulls it back instead of trying to exploit the giveaway.
Again, Guinzotti looking for the 1-2 there. Mojadama's there, and he'll go all the way back to Lundgaard. Jadama on the switch to Nielsen. It's got Wiley in support. Forward with the left. Mackie Jope into center circle. Couldn't get it to Njai. Tampa Bay with possession. Atlanta United 2 in pursuit. Riley chasing after it. Nielsen will get there and let it go to Lundgaard.
Tampa Bay struggling to find the combinations to play out.
Big switch chested down nicely by Gannon. Too much on it, though. It gets to Tampa Bay in possession. Sent forward, nicely done, trying to get it to Steinberger, but it goes out, and it'll be an Atlanta United throw. Quickly put back in. There's your pressure as Lundgaard and Nielsen went back and forth. Kyle Murphy getting in a lot of steps in the fit bit early on, chasing after everything in the attacking third. Hilton. Guinzotti. And with the right, cleared, not all the way. Gurr will get there. Scarlett wins it. Bumped away, and the back and forth continues. There's Guinzotti in the middle. Tries to get it in to the area, but it will not happen. Gurr comes out with it for Atlanta United 2. Up and over, tried to settle it, Mackie Jope. But the 1-2 was not there. It'll be a throw for Tampa Bay here as we head toward minute 11.
Last 60, 90 seconds, Tampa Bay amped up the pressure. Atlanta United 2 was on their heels a bit, trying to find a way out. Jack Gurr forced a couple. It's going to be Tampa Bay's ball in that middle third. Atlanta has to be careful in those moments of transition.
Good idea with the flick there to get an attack going in the middle third. Tampa Bay gets possession, coming back the other way. Guinzotti misses, and it ends up with Lundgaard, who released to Patrick Nielsen. Riley, Jadama, and return to Lundgaard.
Got to be quicker like that for Atlanta to create the space with the switch.
Plenty of space for Jadama to work. Hilton withdraws, tries to send it forward, and ends up right to Forrest Lasso. Hilton tries to turn. Mackie Jope forces it back one more level. Here comes Jope again on Lasso, and Lasso will go to Loro.
This plays into Atlanta's hands a little bit. They want to be able to step up and press. Use that as a way to create opportunities.
Riley, Mackie Jope looking to drive. Had to switch it over to his left. Tampa Bay was there. Gurr with a little room. Dalgard is on him. Gurr will pull it back. Space here for Atlanta United 2 with Nielsen. Probing, he'll give to Wiley. Gannon bumped off again. Once again, Jordan Scarlett knocking Gannon off the ball. He tries to spring Murphy, can't do it. 3 Atlanta United, 2 players are there, and Gannon and Wiley go back and forth with it in possession. Good outlet idea by Coleman Gannon. Give to Gurr. We look to move forward. Stopped by 2 Tampa Bay players, and it ends up going back to Jadama Abdoulaye Diop to help. You hear Tony Annan directing traffic already. Njai. Mackie Diop looking to move, and a whistle as Lasso goes down. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with Forrest Lasso here. Let's take another peek.
Mackie Diop had his back to Lasso as he was trying to turn.
Is that left hand?
Swung his hand back and caught Lasso, looks like in the eye. Didn't catch him with a lot of contact.
And Lasso's going to take a sec with the physios out. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in U.S. in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. And it's going to take you a couple of minutes when you get poked in the eye like that.
Caught him with a bit of a scratch between the eyes, actually.
Yeah. Coming into tonight, Tampa Bay in Group H, 4-0-2, 14 points, 6 points ahead of Charleston. Same amount of matches. Charleston only has 8 points. This is Atlanta United 2's 8th match of the season. They've already hit the halfway point. And at 5 points at 1-4-2. We were mentioning early on how this is an important game for both ends of the group right now, because Tampa can turn this into a horizon job. They can really push themselves out there as they head toward the second half of their season with a big advantage, and Atlanta United 2 chasing after that second spot with Charleston.
Atlanta United 2 has to start picking up 3 points. The performances have been very good, and the performances have been actually improving game after game. But you have to start getting the results to match the quality of the performance. Saturday night in Birmingham's a prime example. I'd put that game up as one of the best Atlanta United 2 has played over the last couple of years, but you get no points to show for it. That's the next step for Atlanta United 2, start turning those good performances into results.
There's Tony Annan, the head coach, the interim head coach of Atlanta United 2, and you had a conversation with him earlier this week, and the word that you used about the last couple of weeks with Tony was crazy.
Yeah, it's very hectic because in addition to being the interim manager for Atlanta United 2, he is the academy director, and as you know, the academy is going through a bit of a shift with the U.S. Soccer Federation Development Academy going away. Major League Soccer is creating an academy program. The USL is creating an academy program. And there's a lot to navigate at the moment.
Second ball headed out as Murphy was chasing along with Mo Jadama. So it'll go back to Atlanta United 2. The edge of their defensive third as we head toward minute number 17. Atlanta United 2 with the throw. Njai with the header forward. Looking for Mackie Diop. Last to touch, and I'll go back to Tampa very quickly.
We thought it was more of a glancing blow on Forrest Lasso, but he's trying to shake the cobwebs off down in front of us.
Yep.
Jogging back and forth. It looks like he's going to be okay to continue.
Yep. Physio gave a thumbs up over to the far side, from one side to the other. And now it looks like Forrest Lasso is waiting for that first opportunity to hop on. And there it is. Loro sending it forward. Nielsen will chest it down. And he'll just send it back dangerously and having to track it down. Ben Lundgaard was not right on target. Here comes Murphy in pursuit. And once again, allotting for that space. They'll give them all the space in their own defensive third, but the second that they close into that middle third, you'll see Hilton right there. Murphy waiting to pounce. Damaduro. And the back and forth now with Njai. Gets it past Hilton, but once again, Tampa Bay interrupts that idea by Atlanta United 2, and here they come. Doherty to Guillen on the overlap into the area. Cut back with the left. Njai was there as he was looking for Lewis Hilton.
Good work from Njai to fill that space. Atlanta United 2. No recovery for Jack Gurr, who had pushed up high. Too easy for Tampa to walk down that left side.
Forrest Lasso loses Jope. Coleman Gannon. Can he set and square? Blocked. Goodrum tries to settle it. Guillen gets there to interrupt that idea, and it's poked forward. First good chance for Atlanta United 2 here as we head toward minute 19.
Like to see the composure from Coleman Gannon, but he needs to hit that one quicker.
Guillen and Lasso back and forth. Hilton, Njai was on him briefly. Guinzotti trying to get away from Goodrum and Riley. Good 1-2 idea there. Too much on it, though. Let's take a look at that last drive by Coleman Gannon.
After Atlanta, he was under some pressure. Mackie Jope turns on Lasso and gets in behind. Great ball over to Coleman Gannon, but it just takes too long to set up that opportunity and that shot from Gannon. Jordan Scarlett with the block.
Jack Gurr looking for somebody to throw it to. Njai, Mackie Jope, and Lasso. Lasso's got Scarlett in support, but he'll go all the way back to Evan Loro again. Sent forward, Murphy gets to it, headed down, but Jadama will get there, and it goes to Lundgaard. The back and forth continues, and they'll reset with Nielsen.
Both teams struggling to find a way out of their own half in possession.
Doherty on Abdoulaye Jope, who's got to get rid of it. Nice back and forth, a little room. Johnston hits him. Njai gets there. Mackie Jope is there. Tries to get Gannon, but Scarlett's there first. Good quick one touches to get out of a jam by Tampa Bay here.
Complaints from Tampa Bay about that not being a drop ball after it hit the referee.
Up and over, and you're going to get a foul call there.
Offside decision.
Wiley and Nielsen. Back to Lundgaard here, early minute number 21. Goalless at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Thanks for hanging out with us, however you are doing so. Alongside Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson. Mo Jadama with space. Murphy was tracking. Mackie Jope and Njai. Gets it past Hilton. Good one touch there. Goodrum. And he'll go back to Riley. Nielsen with a lot of room. What's he going to do with it here? Abdoulaye Jope. Njai. Gurr. Tries to get it into Goodrum. But Guillen got there first, and you're going to get a foul call as they were both going for it over there on the end line. And I think Johnston's going to give a bit of a talking to Philip Goodrum. Let's take a peek.
Guillen trying to shield Goodrum off. It's a tricky decision because Guillen's not playing the ball. He steps in to block Goodrum. Goodrum is in the motion to slide. He gets a yellow card. He's sliding to try to keep that in play. Guillen's not playing the ball. He steps into the path of the slide and gets caught. Goodrum catches the yellow there. It's a little harsh. But Guillen draws that contact by trying to shield it out. Not a whole lot else Goodrum could do except just watch it roll over the end line. He tried to save it. Gets a yellow card for his trouble.
Second yellow of the year for Goodrum. And Loro sends it back into play in the middle third. Second ball, bounce. Gannon gets it. Steinberger gets it from him. Good work to get out of that double team. Goes back to Guillen. Not a lot of steam on that ball. Lasso has to get there and send it into the air. And it's going to be a throw for Atlanta United 2, middle third.
Saw when that ball went back to Forrest Lasso, 5 Atlanta United 2 players stepped up to start their press. Forrest Lasso wanted no part of it and played it as far away from his back line as possible.
Lundgaard and Nielsen again. Once again with that switch, a lot of room. Nielsen working his way into the middle third. Give to Caleb Wiley. Steinberger tries to close there. He does and goes back to Nielsen again. Big switches there to Mojadama. Murphy chasing. A lot of room there for Jadama to go through, but nothing for Atlanta United 2 to do with it. Damaduro is there, and he'll give to Steinberger. Coleman Gannon in pursuit.
Atlanta pushing more numbers forward. You've seen Nielsen step up into the attack. You've seen Jadama step up into the attack. Will Riley's dropping in between them to give them that opportunity. If Tampa Bay's going to drop once Atlanta breaks the first line, the center backs have to get forward to give Atlanta some opportunities for 2v1s and 3v2s.
Steinberger on Wiley, back and forth with Nielsen. Back and forth with Abdoulaye Diop. There's your switch. Goodrum and Jadama. Good work there to try to get Goodrum sprung down the wing. But Dalgard was there to pick that off, and it goes back to Tampa Bay and Guillen. Dalgard into center circle. Nicely done there for Atlanta United 2 to get possession back by Will Riley. Doherty trying to get it away from Babacar Njai. Doesn't happen. There are outlets there in Mojadama. Jack Gurr. Caleb Wiley calling for it on the big switch. Jadama doesn't see it. Instead, the short pass to Abdoulaye Diop. Murphy chasing Jadama again. Trying to swat him away with the left hand, but nicely done by Doherty to get it to Guenzati. Just as well done by Riley to get it back for the Stripes. Steinberger slips. Wiley. Mackie Diop. Looking to drive into the area, pushes Steinberger away. Coleman Gannon nicely done to keep possession for Atlanta United 2. Big switch to Gurr. Settles down into the area, headed clear by Guillen. Another chance for Atlanta United 2 here. Sent back center circle, Will Riley. Wiley looking to go. Mackie Diop tried to post up on Lasso. He goes down, nothing there. Tried to get a call, didn't happen, but it sticks with the Stripes. Heading toward minute 27. Goalless here at the Proving Ground. 5 other games going on in the USL Championship tonight. We'll let you know what's going on with those as we get a little further on at halftime. And a foul call on Guillen as Goodrum tried to get that pass and turn on it.
Guillen comes in late from behind on Goodrum as he's trying to turn. Atlanta asking for a card there on Guillen. Goes straight through the back of Goodrum. Goodrum picked up a yellow for the challenge on the end line on Guillen. Atlanta's asking for the same kind of thing. Doesn't get it.
So it looks like Gannon and Gurr with a 2-man wall with Tampa. Everybody else at the top of the area. Goodrum peels off. Gurr into the area with the right. Headed up into the air. Second ball, foul on Njai.
Smart from Tampa Bay. Njai gets the arms out on Lewis Hilton. He goes down easily to draw the foul. Intelligent from the veteran Hilton.
Nielsen there. Wiley and Riley. Tries to dribble out of the jam. Back to Caleb Wiley, and he'll go all the way back to Lundgaard. Guanzati in hot pursuit. Scarlett and Gannon again. Jordan Scarlett wins it. Caleb Wiley comes down with it. Njai and Gurr. Hilton was there. Dalgard knocks it out, and it's going to be a throw for Atlanta United 2. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today. Get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your favorite club. Riley all the way back to Lundgaard. Started up again with Patrick Nielsen. Big left, looking to find Goodrum. Ian got there first. Throw in for Atlanta United 2. Gurr, Goodrum. Back to Riley. Abdoulaye Diop. Wiley. Coleman Gannon, nicely done there to keep possession into the area. In with the left, headed out. Gurr. In with the right, Mackie Diop with the header backwards. Finds Coleman Gannon. Gannon thought Wiley was going to come and get it. Third chance here, Abdoulaye Diop. Riley. Pace quickens here for the Stripes. Gurr. Trying to direct traffic. Get a little help. He has to go backwards. Riley. Nielsen center circle. Poke to Caleb Wiley. Njai. Nielsen with Nelson on him. Back to Mojadama. Things settle down a little bit with the pace. Halfway through minute 30. Hydration break coming up right around the corner. Diop, Gurr, Njai. And back. Riley tried to draw some folks over to Mojadama to create some space for Nielsen. He does so. Nelson slips trying to get the ball away. And Caleb Wiley now. Abdoulaye Diop. Steinberger got there first. Scarlett puts it up into the air for a throw for the Stripes. And there is your hydration break as we're here in minute 31. Frantic on both sides, and then you have the action in the middle third, and both sides don't want to yield defensively right now.
That's dominant on one side. Atlanta United 2's had 63% of the ball. They've had the only opportunities on goal. Tampa Bay Rowdies have struggled to play through Atlanta's pressure, so instead they've skipped it. And they've tried to play long and look for their opportunities to press. Early on, Atlanta United 2 was a little shaky in dealing with the pressure from Tampa Bay. It's a very well-coached, well-organized side. But Atlanta United 2 started to find the combinations to unlock that pressure. The quick 1-2s with the switch, Mojadama and Patrick Nielsen stepping up to join the attack. It's a trio in the central midfield with a lot of rotation between Riley, Diop, and Njai, taking turns dropping back to cover for those center backs. It's getting harder and harder for Tampa Bay to deal with the extra numbers coming forward.
You got Tony with some instruction there for Mackie Diop.
Let's take a look at some of the opportunities Atlanta United 2 had. It didn't pay off. Goodrum just a step late to that first one. Coleman Gannon just a touch too long to get that shot off, closed down by Jordan Scarlett. Jack Gurr with a good ball to the back post, but Mackie Jope can't get over it. Good quality of play from Atlanta United too, but the final product not there yet to show for it.
We also saw in that hydration break they were still trying to treat Forrest Lasso in that left eye. They were trying to get some water in there and try to put some ice on that left eye too.
Yeah, it looked like a glancing blow as Mackie Jope's hand went back, trying to just give him the ability to turn. He didn't throw an elbow or a forearm back, but it's been enough to bother Forrest Lasso since it happened.
Kyle Johnston instructing Caleb Wiley to back up about 10 yards before he can throw it. And the other thing that we've seen, and it's something that's been consistent all season long with Atlanta United too, and all of these young guys, is they're not intimidated by their surroundings and the older players that are with them.
Can't be if you're going to play in the USL Championship. You can't be if you're going to play for Atlanta United as a club.
Steinberger wanted a call, didn't get it. Hilton tries to send it in with the right, and it's going to be a Tampa Bay Rowdies corner here starting minute number 34.
We've seen this at times. Atlanta United too, a little slow to get started after stoppages. Tampa Bay comes out with all the initiative after the hydration break.
Let's take another peek.
Defensively falling apart a little bit for Atlanta there. Too much space given.
Hilton, top of the 6, headed down and in. Forrest Lasso off the set piece, and it is 1-0 Tampa Bay in the 34th minute. One of the tallest guys on the pitch. That's what he's there for all these set pieces. Corner, wins the header, back of the net, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Set piece defending has been a problem for Atlanta United too all year. It is here again. Just too easy for Forrest Lasso to get over Patrick Nielsen and win that header. Nielsen is trying to backpedal to get there. Lasso is so difficult to mark on set pieces. That's why he's been one of the most dangerous center backs in the USL Championship since he came into the league. That's why he's been in such high demand for many different clubs in this league.
And he is absolutely jacked up after getting his first goal of the season. We've seen him in Charleston. He was involved with FC Cincinnati last year, and now it's time for him to put a goal on the board for Tampa Bay. It is 1-0 Rowdies here as we're winding up minute 35, and now it's time for Atlanta United 2 to respond again. Doherty settles back to Scarlett. Lewis Hilton in the middle. Finds Guillen. Goodrum directing traffic on that side. Getting there before Nelson was Mojadama, and he ends up sending it back to Lundgaard, and we'll start it up all over again with Nielsen. Njai. Goodrum. Nielsen back and forth. Abdoulaye Jope. Jadama forward. Goodrum turns on Hilton. Guillen is there. Sent out. It's going to be a throw for Atlanta United 2, middle third.
Deflected off of Gurr. Dalgard trying to play a long ball down the line.
Neil Collins with some instructions. Ian trying to find a target. Everybody backs up and he finds it in Zach Steinberger. Coleman Gannon. Looks to his left. Wiley is there. Gannon. Tries to send it into the middle, sends it right to Lewis Hilton. Dalgard bumped off by Gurr. Damadura will stick there. Mackie Jope hits the turf, and he's looking for a call, didn't get it. A little gingerly getting up. Doherty. Guenzati. Game with Steinberger. Back to Scarlett. Damaduro in the middle. Guillen. Tried to send it forward. Goes right back to him, and they'll go back to Evan Loro here halfway through minute 38. Guillen and Lasso flipping for the time being. At the back. Guenzati. Steinberger back to Guenzati. Riley on him. Back to Guillen. Murphy turns, looks for Doherty. It's sent all the way back out to Scarlett. Doherty with it again on Wiley. Steinberger trying to get it to Murphy just outside the area. Tries to chip it in with the right. Hits Nielsen last. It'll be another corner for Tampa Bay.
Keep the game simple. Hey, like it was. Hey, there's no panic, there's no hurry. Okay?
You hear Tony Annan right there. There's no panic, no hurry.
Atlanta United 2 has to keep their heads. They've been the better team, but now they're behind. This has happened to this team before. They have to fight back, but they have to deal with the set piece first, and they have to deal with it better than the last one.
So let's see how it ends up here. Hilton into the air, looking back post. Lasso wins it again, flicked out. Nicely done by Lundgaard. Got a glove on it, but not all the way out. Doherty with the left, up and over. Another close call that time for both. Almost in the net for goal number 2 for Tampa, but Lundgaard got a glove on it to keep it out.
Somebody has to get a body on Forrest Lasso. He is just beasting on these set pieces. He wins that header in a crowd. It's a great save from Ben Lundgaard. Gets a solid hand to it to push that wide.
Sent back to him. To his outlet, Nielsen will start moving forward. Steinberger was on Nielsen, got it forward to Mackie Jope. Hit Mackie Jope last. Doherty will throw for Tampa Bay. Dominic Goduro. Lasso forward with the right. Guenzati down nicely. Steinberger, but Will Riley's there. Mackie Jope. Atlanta United 2 with numbers here. Bumped off by Damaduro. Didn't sense him coming. Duro just shoulders him off, and it gets back to the Rowdies, and they'll come back the other way. Guenzati peels it back to Hilton. Steinberger and Scarlett. Doherty trying to get it into the area to Murphy. Murphy wanted a call, didn't get it with Mojadama. Atlanta United 2 comes back the other way.
Start wide. Start wide. Not inside. See that hole there?
Jadama. Murphy and Steinberger there, keeping an eye. Splits him with the pass to Patrick Nielsen. Tries to get it to Gannon, too much on it, can't keep control of it. It will go goal kick for Tampa Bay. Game of the week, Las Vegas takes center stage August 25th when Lights FC takes on Orange County SC on ESPN Deportes. Looking to maintain the pace set in Group B, both Las Vegas Lights FC and Orange County SC face a must-win on the national stage. Don't miss the drama unfold August 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Deportes. And you see right there the note on Evan Loro, 3 clean sheets in the club's first 8 matches, or the first 6 matches. So he's 50-50 right now when it comes to clean sheets in 2020.
13 clean sheets over the last couple of years with New York Red Bulls, 16 now for his career in the championship.
Guinzotti wanted a whistle as he goes down, didn't get it. Tampa Bay bench up in arms. Land United 2 just working their way back with it. Caleb Wiley. Njai. Poked away nicely. Lewis Hilton. Doherty in the corner. Steinberger into the area, bumped away. And Wiley and Lundgaard kind of looked at each other. Lundgaard had to pounce on it real quick.
Lundgaard called him off. Wiley stepped off because Lundgaard called him off. Much easier for Ben to come off his line there and grab that.
Guillen, Guinzotti, Mackie Joe. Will Riley with the left. Coleman Gannon with space. Gets it past Scarlett. Inside the area looking to drive. Poked away. Through Goodrum. Mackie Joe. Wanted to line up that right. Line up the left. Cuts it back one more time. Chips it inside just near the 6. Over everybody. Caleb Wiley will get there. Wiley looked to drive on Doherty. And it's going to be a Creature Comforts corner kick. The first one for Atlanta United 2 tonight here in minute 44.
Atlanta United 2 back and forth that time, but an opportunity just never really presented itself. Mackie Jope with a good ball to the back post, but Coleman Gannon's not going to win many of those in the air. Caleb Wiley does a good job to earn a corner.
So let's see what the Stripes have in mind here. Goodrum comes as the outlet, drawing Guinzotti away. Discussions from Kyle Johnston. With both Mo Jadama and Mackie Jope. And it looks like he's sending Mo Jadama over to be looked at by the Atlanta United 2 physios.
Have to be blood if that's the case.
Couple of physios there looking at Jadama in a hurry. Coleman Gannon setting up the corner. Sorry, Gurr setting up the corner. Looking for Patrick Nielsen, and it's a break for Tampa Bay. Hilton, long run with him, well defended by Jack Gurr. Dalgard can't get there in time. It goes back to Lundgaard and Caleb Wiley as we are now through the first 45.
That's a 50, 60-yard defensive run from Jack Gurr after delivering that corner, and if he doesn't make it, Tampa Bay's in on goal. He doesn't win the tackle, but he forces a giveaway.
4 minutes added. Let's see what Atlanta United 2 has in mind here toward the end of the first half. Mo Jadama looked at by the physios, back into the action here for the Stripes. Drives past Murphy. Handball. And both sides yelling at the ARs in that case. Gannon and Gurr over it. Murphy and Guinzotti, your two-man wall. Everybody else at the top of the area. Drawn forward, drawn back. Gurr into the 6. Loro grabs it nicely. Had a line on it all the way through, grabs it, settles it down. Straight into the chest of Guinzotti, can't settle it. Gurr will have a throw. So we're coming up on the halfway point of the 4 minutes here in the first 45 that we're added on. Good work by Riley to get away from Guenzati. Get the ball into play. Gurr and Jadama back and forth. Jope tried to flick it forward. Thought he was going to have Abdoulaye Jope with him. Ended up in Tampa Bay's possession all the way back to Evan Loro. Bit of a screwball settled by Doherty. Steinberger. Scarlett sends it forward. In pursuit is Murphy. Nielsen gets there, nicely done, defended, and back to Lundgaard. Gurr and Jadama. Lundgaard with the gap sends it. Who's looking for Gannon. Sends it over Doherty. It's going to be a throw for the Rowdies, middle third.
Atlanta just can't find a way to play through Tampa Bay when they do step up.
Nicely done by Wiley to intercept, but it ends up back in Tampa Bay's possession. Doherty, far post, over everybody. Gurr and Dalgard tracks it down. Back to Guillen. Chips it forward, finds Hilton. Njai on him in the corner, and a foul. Late set piece here for Tampa Bay.
Mentioned it earlier, Hilton drawing a foul. This one's even better. He's in the corner. There's no need for Njai to go in that aggressively. There's not a ton of contact. Hilton knows he's coming. Posts up and takes the hit. Really not much contact, but Njai has to be a little smarter there because Hilton is drawing him in. Clock's ticking down. There's no need to give another opportunity here for Forrest Lasso to get on the end of something.
Keep an eye on 3 and Neon into the 6. Back post over everybody.
It's a corner.
So hits Atlanta United 2 last. Mo Jadama was there defending as Jordan Scarlett was working his way to the far post. So it'll be one last chance for the Rowdies here. And Hilton will be the one to try it again. And I feel like we're going to need a spot shadow. Try to focus on 3 and Neon the second that the shot gives him to you. Hilton encouraged to get a move on. In with the right. Top of the 6 headed down. And that'll do it for the first 45 plus 4.
Set piece defending for Atlanta United too. It's been a problem. It's still a problem. It was nearly even more of a problem. That's another clean header at the end of the half. Good play with the ball at their feet, but not good enough on the set pieces.
So when we come back, we'll give you a tour about what's going on around the USL. We'll take a look back at the first 45 here, get you set for the second 45. Rowdies up 1-0. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. We'll be right back after this.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens. One stop to better.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. The sprinklers are on, which means that we're getting the field ready for the second 45, but we got a lot of ground to cover here at halftime to get you ready for that second 45. Goal off a set piece. Tampa Bay gives you a 1-0 lead right now over Atlanta United 2. A lot of other action going on right now and later on in the USL Championship. Game delayed by about a half hour. Charlotte and Birmingham. That one is late first half. That one is goalless. Loudon leading New York Red Bulls 2. That one's in the 62nd at 1-0. We got the score here. FC Tulsa and San Antonio, they are goalless in the 20th. They're now in the 22nd. You got a 10 o'clock start with San Diego and Orange County, as well as Reno 1868 and Sacramento Republic. Those are on ESPN Plus at 10 and 10:30 Eastern Time, respectfully. Also on the board, it's news and notes, and the USL Championship Coach of the Month went to Indy.
It's crazy that Martin Rennie has never won the Coach of the Month award, and he wins it for the first time after Indy's off to that hot start. 5 wins in 6.
Then the best foot forward, FC Tulsa, the rebrand, and they have gotten off to one of their strongest starts in a while.
Yeah, you change up the look and you start winning a whole bunch of games. Be curious to see how Tulsa does tonight.
Then on the Phoenix, we all know about what Phoenix has been able to do out west. One of their stalwarts hit a marker.
Solomon Asante, 5th player in championship history to get to 30 assists. I think the next one on his list is to get to 40 goals, some pretty rarefied air.
We'll let you know what else is going on around the USL Championship and the USL in general. Here's a peek at what's going on around the league.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Dr. George Champus from Northwestern and U.S. Soccer's Chief Medical Officer joins me. The protocols that were created in the case of the USL Championship and USL League One takes well over 50 pages to document. Describe the USL Championship's particular return to play and the role that you played in helping to craft those guidelines.
Yeah, obviously the credit goes to USL. The credit goes to USL, their owners, all the staff, really putting in the work, getting on calls multiple times a week with other leagues, but also recognizing that all the leagues can't be the same, and all recognizing that the elements are different for each of them. And I think it's important to touch on that because it's important for us to be able to create a mitigation strategy, layers of protection that our players are comfortable with, that our public are comfortable with, while respecting the virus. So USL has done a tremendous job. They've invested a lot of time and energy consulting with others to be able to put this forth. Hopefully I was a conduit and someone who provided, that medical expertise and brought everybody together. And if we can all come out of this safe and be able to show a model, not only for sport, but for public, that would be a great outcome.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Kennesaw here at halftime at Tampa Bay leading Atlanta United 2 by the score of 1-0. Action here in Group H. The goal by Forrest Lasso in the 34th minute has been the difference so far. Let's take a look at what's going on ESPN Plus this weekend. Jason, a very, very busy weekend of action in the USL Championship.
Lots of matches. We'll be keeping an eye on the one Saturday night, 8 o'clock, of course. Charleston Battery hosting Atlanta United 2. Didn't go so well for the Twos last time they went over to South Carolina, looking for a better performance this time out.
Lou City, Loudoun United, Indy 11, and Pittsburgh. That should be another good contest at 7 o'clock. All of those on the ESPN Plus platform for you. Let's take a peek at the Week 7 Team of the Week. Junior Flemings with his hat trick got Player of the Week, but there's a lot of other stuff going on the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, huge performance from Junior Flemings. Nico Brett for Birmingham, strong performances from him. Atlanta United 2 saw him on Saturday. This has been a really interesting half of the season for the USL Championship. Tonight marks that halfway point of this condensed season.
Jack McGlynn gave Philadelphia Union 2 their first win of the year with a goal and an assist, 4 chances created, and the duels that he won as well. When we come back, we'll get you a look at the highlights from the first 45, all the stats and everything else you need to know as we get you ready for the second 45. Tampa Bay leading Atlanta United 2-1-0. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. We'll be right back to get you ready for the second half.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium, getting you ready for the second half. Let's take a peek at how we got to this particular moment in time with the first half highlights. Obviously, Jason, there's only the one goal on the board, but there were chances for Atlanta United 2, and for both sides, Atlanta United 2 couldn't capitalize on what they had in front of them in the first 45.
Atlanta United 2 played well. They're controlling large portions of the game. This is Forrest Lasso taking a hand to the eye. Mackie Jope, the next chance he got, he turned on Lasso, gave Coleman Gannon an opportunity, couldn't get the ball out from under his feet quick enough. Guinzotti looking for a foul, didn't get it. Tampa Bay got this one, though, and Forrest Lasso's header was saved by Lundgaard.
There's Lundgaard chasing after it, and once again, Lundgaard was busy in the first half, but here's your goal.
Lasso just over the top of Patrick Nielsen. After taking a hand to the face, Forrest Lasso pretty happy to get that opening goal.
First goal of the season for, they call him the lumberjack at the back. I found that nickname that was posted for Forrest Lasso. So.
Pretty gnarly beard, so.
Yeah. Match stats, that's what we see, but what do we know?
You see 4 shots and 2 on target for Tampa Bay. You think they've had the better of the play, but those chances have almost all come from set pieces. It's the biggest issue that Atlanta United has had this season is defending set pieces. Tampa Bay exploiting it big time tonight.
The only notch below the possession bar was the yellow given to Philip Goodrum in minute 22. We've mentioned scheduling right now, and this is the halfway point for Atlanta United 2 in their season, and also where Tampa Bay is approaching the halfway point of the season. Let's take a look at the next 5s for both of these guys. And for Tampa, next 4 all on the road.
They've been really good on the road so far, though. They have not lost at all this season. They're going to get tested when they go to Charleston, though. That's the most interesting one on their next 5 is that trip up to South Carolina. Charleston's been very difficult to beat at home.
And also, you've got the matchup coming up, coupled with Atlanta United 2 further down the line on the 22nd and all that. Let's take a peek at Atlanta United 2's next run, and their next 4 are on the road, including a long trip to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the flip side, is Tampa Bay's been very good on the road. Atlanta United 2 has struggled on the road. At Charleston, you've got to try to find some points out of that one. Miami FC will be a fascinating one because they've moved on from Nelson Vargas. Paul Dalglish is back in charge of the Miami FC. They will be very fired up at home on the 19th.
2 against Miami FC. You can get some points here, and if you're going to compete for that second spot in group, you've got to get some 3s. You can't just have some 1s, especially in the next 5. Our next broadcast here from Fifth Third will be that matchup on the 12th, so we've got a month to watch Atlanta United 2 in Group H. Coming into tonight, they were 3 points behind Charleston, but this is the 8th match for Atlanta United 2. The Battery with 2 in hand. As we get ready for the second 45, we always like to go back to the songbook and find out what it was that you saw going in. What do you see going outbound in the second 45?
Atlanta United 2 has not tightened up defensively on set pieces. It comes back to bite them on the Lasso goal. The physicality from Tampa Bay is what you expect from them. They have a size advantage. I mean, just look at the size of the Tampa Bay players versus the Atlanta players. They are using that. Jordan Scarlett versus Coleman Gannon has been a prime example. Haven't seen Sebastian Guinzotti with much of the ball yet. Haven't seen any highlight reel stuff from him. Atlanta United 2 has to be more courageous. They have to get more numbers forward. They have to take some chances here in the second half. That's going to open up the door for the Rowdies to find a second, but without doing that, Atlanta United can't find their first.
And you're looking at Evan Loro as he's getting ready for the second 45. One player in for Tampa Bay here to start the second half is Juan Tejada. He was in the 18, and he is one of the folks that can really make the Tampa Bay engine go when he's a part of that offense. So that'll do it for Kyle Murphy. And so Malik Johnson is also in, and that is it for Zach Steinberger as well. So Malik Johnson, 14, in for Steinberger, 8. And Juan Tejada, great for Neil Collins to be able to go to the bench and bring in Juan Tejada for the second 45.
Yeah, Neil Collins is blessed with a lot of depth. You bring on Juan Tejada, who will run himself into the ground for 45 minutes. Love his energy. Very fun player to watch. He's going to make it difficult for Mo Jadama and Patrick Nielsen to play out of the back.
The product of Eckerd and IMG. We've seen him here on this pitch at Fifth Third. We've seen him in the USL Championship over the last year plus, and he has really become an offensive talent that's been on display. No foul. Atlanta United 2 was looking for that. So they did call a foul on that. Excuse me for that. So it's going to be Gurr and Gannon.
Honestly, a little surprised to see Coleman Gannon get the foul call there against Forrest Lasso. Not a lot of contact. Gannon made the most of it to draw this opportunity.
Gurr, far post. Lasso was there. Whistles inside the area, and it's going to go back to Tampa Bay.
Nielsen got his hands out trying to get a little bit of a boost over Lasso, but I think the foul was on the push to his left. Tampa Bay player ended up on the ground.
So the rest of the bench for Tampa Bay is Jan Ekra, Kevin Mendoza, Lucky Mkosana, who we've seen from his time here in the USL Championship, and Adam Najim to go with the backup keeper, Macklin Robinson. All subs available for Atlanta United 2. Mackie Jope trying to get there through Forrest Lasso. Tampa Bay players wanted a whistle, didn't get it. And it's going to be our first Creature Comforts corner kick of the second half, halfway through minute 47.
Heavy collision between Mackie Jope and Forrest Lasso. Appeared to be shoulder to shoulder. That is. Lasso bounced off of the shoulder of Jope, went down. Ball comes off of him, and it's a corner kick opportunity for Atlanta United 2.
So let's see what Jack Gurr has in mind. Has a long outlet, and Will Riley off to his left. Lewis Hilton coming to mark Riley just in case. Back post. Forrest Lasso's there first. Jadama heads it back into the area. Lasso returns the favor. Tejada settles it down. Here comes Lewis Hilton. Clears with the left, but not all the way out, and it's going to go to Will Riley near center circle.
As good as Lasso is offensively on corner kicks, he's even better defensively because you can just put him in a free roll and let him go find it.
Wiley, Gannon looking to drive. Headed out by Lasso again. It'll be an Atlanta United 2 throw. Jadama. Gurr. Nielsen. Wiley. Looking to go on Malik Johnson. Poked away. Damaduro and Tejada. Malik Johnson into the area. Nielsen is there. Shoulders him off nicely. Well done goal kick.
Excellent work from Patrick Nielsen. Those are the opportunities that are going to happen in the second half. Atlanta United 2 has to get Gurr, has to get Wiley, has to get those midfielders forward. The center backs are going to be exposed. Nielsen handles it really well, doesn't commit the foul, just uses his big frame to shield that one out.
Lundgaard and Jadama. Riley and Nielsen. Guenzati coming in. Hilton and Tejada retreating a little bit. Coleman Gannon can't keep possession. Guenzati finds Hilton. With the left, right on. Easy grab for Lundgaard. Quick outlet to Gurr. What can Atlanta United do with it this time? Up and over. Guillen was there to intercept. Goodrum keeps it in. Mackie Jope. Through Guillen. Goodrum looks to settle with the right on. Big save, Loro, and cleared.
Somehow Goodrum got that around the sliding challenge of Forrest Lasso, who took out a giant divot in the 18. Great save from Evan Loro. He didn't see much of that until it's right on top of him.
Njai. Mackie Jope looks to turn. Bumped off by Dalgard. A whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Atlanta United 2.
Looked like Mackie Jope got his foot to the ball, but did he go in with his stud showing? A little bit of a delayed flag from the AR on this side.
There's that big divot you were talking about.
Evan Loro didn't expect to play the role of groundskeeper today.
No. As always, replace your divots, please.
Johnston had a little conversation with Mackie Jope and Forrest Lasso as well. That physical battle is going to amp up here in the second half.
Tejada with the flick forward, trying to get Guenzati sprung. Ends up going all the way back to Lundgaard. Back and forth with Nielsen. Lewis Hilton came in at a 45-degree angle, trying to figure out what Nielsen was going to do and interrupt his thought process. Ends up going all the way back to Lundgaard. Guenzati now on Jadama. Over that first line in front of him. Goodrum can't hang on to it, but Will Riley gets it back. Big switch with the left is available to Coleman Gannon. Sticks with it, not enough on it, picked off. Atlanta United 2 gets possession back, and they'll recycle again halfway through minute 52. Jadama and Nielsen. Babakar and Njai. It's it into Lewis Hilton, but they keep possession. Jadama again. Tries to get it into Mackie Jope. Ends back up with Tampa Bay. Dominic Aduro. Lewis Hilton. Nielsen interrupts it nicely. Njai. Gannon. Abdoulaye Jope. Gurr. Thought Mackie Jope was going one way. He sent it the other. It goes to Evan Loro.
Atlanta United 2 in the attack at times tonight. A little bit too much of the paint by numbers. Just trying to connect the dots one by one by one. Somebody has to step up with a little more creativity at times. Do something unexpected. Tampa Bay can just sit and move that ball side to side and not give Atlanta United 2 any clear openings.
Gurr tries to skip lines. Gannon chested down nicely. Mackie Jope right on. Loro spills it, but Scarlett will clear.
Had a lot of heat on it. Evan Loro kept it simple, just kept it in front of him. Didn't want to try to grab that one and risk it getting through him.
Tejada and Malik Johnson. There's Guanzati. Back center circle, Dominic Aduro and Guillen. Goodrum on him. Back to Aduro and Doherty. Guillen again. Dalgard spins out of trouble. Good work. Tejada into the area. Nicely done by Nielsen.
Excellent ball from Dalgard. Tejada's going to beat Nielsen there in the foot race, but the long legs of Patrick Nielsen, he's able to time this challenge perfectly to get to the ball first and win the tackle.
Nicely done there. Early minute 55. The one goal on the board from Forrest Lasso has been the difference 20 minutes ago, minute 34. Gurr and Njai. Skipped the line. Goodrum clipped by Aduro.
Goodrum wanted the advantage call after he hopped up and saw he had space.
Gurr quickly to Njai. Mackie Jope and returned. Room to drive. Sends it into the area. Flicked down. Guillen had it and just got rid of it. It'll be a deep throw for Atlanta United 2. Abdoulaye Jope back to Nielsen center circle. Tejada on Riley. Jadama. Abdoulaye Jope looks to turn, sets himself up with the left, keeps going to his left. Hits it into Tampa's defense, and it's cleared all the way back down. Atlanta United 2 will reset it.
Might have gotten a slight tackle there to make it difficult for Abdoulaye Jope to find the shot.
Take two. Damaduro gets in the way. Babakar Njai's there. A lot of that neon is there to get it back. Lewis Hilton.
He's running into a crowd. There's just no space for Njai to find.
A lot of room here. Cut back to Hilton. Guanzati and Hilton are going back and forth. Scarlett. Now Dominic Aduro. Guillen. And Forrest Lasso. Hilton settles to Malik Johnson. Looking to drive on Nielsen. Nielsen gets in the way again. Right there off of Johnson's left shoulder. Has to turn. Sends it to the top of the area. Opportunity for Tampa. Wide. Dalgard got under it just a bit too much. Thought he could curl it into the upper 90 from his far side. Did not happen. It's going to be a goal kick for Atlanta United 2.
Excellent patience from Patrick Nielsen. Again, defending here. Doesn't overcommit, forces that one back. He doesn't get a lot of help from the midfield, though, because Tampa's able to connect a couple of passes and create an opportunity on the opposite side.
Minute 58, Tampa Bay leading Atlanta United 2 by the score of 1-0. Pressure from Guinzotti and Hilton. Nielsen sends it forward with the left, picked off by Tejada. Hilton looking for a partner, finds one, and Doherty back to Malik Johnson. In with the right over everybody, goal kick. Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN+, and watch the USL Championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Goodrum with Guillen on him. Back to Riley. Mackie Jope keeps possession. Nicely done there.
Goodrum had gotten in behind Guillen, but Mackie Jope was unable to pick that pass out.
Abdoulaye Jopin, Wiley. Cannon tries to flick it forward, picked off by Johnson.
Coleman Gannon working really hard tonight, but the passing just hasn't been there. Hasn't been able to find his teammates under pressure.
Fouled by Njai. Malik Johnson slow to get up.
Just overcommitted from Njai, clips Johnson. Slow to get up because they have a 1-0 lead and it's hot and it's the 59th minute.
Loro sends it forward. Jadama gets the second ball. Nielsen sends it forward with the left. Abdoulaye Jope settles. Gets it back to Caleb Wiley. Indecision there by Atlanta United 2, Tampa Bay. Can they take advantage of it?
A few times tonight, Atlanta United 2 has been a little slow to react. That one's laid back, but Abdoulaye Jope just a little hesitant to get there.
Guinzotti. Doherty. Back to Guinzotti, sends it forward down the wing, looking for Malik Johnson. Nielsen will get there first. Send it back to Lundgaard, who'll bring it forward with the left. Doherty wins the ball, chests it down. Coleman Gannon nicely done.
Good work from Coleman Gannon. Gets kicked at the end of it, but regains possession for Atlanta United 2, and he's going to get that foul brought back for him. Excellent work from Coleman Gannon. It's just sheer hustle from Gannon to win it back. He gets kicked from behind at the end of the play. Kyle Johnston brings that one back because the advantage did not materialize.
Man United looking to sub here in just a little bit. Wiley with the left on the ground, deflected and almost in as an own goal. Nicely done, defended by Forrest Lasso. Just missed the post. It's going to be a corner kick, a Creature Comforts corner kick for Atlanta United 2. And coming in the 61st, it looks like we're going to see Jackson Conway.
Jackson Conway has been battling a foot injury. Not 90 minutes fit. Aggravated it in the pre-match warm-up on Saturday in Birmingham and was pulled from the lineup. Got 30 minutes in him tonight, and Atlanta United 2 needs him to try to find an equalizer.
So here's your Creature Comforts corner kick. Sebastian Dalgard introducing himself to Jackson Conway. Johnston blows his whistle. Discussion with Guillen and with Mo Jadama.
Been a couple of discussions with Guillen tonight.
In with the right, looking far post, Lasso clears.
Gonna have to try to find another option. Tampa Bay can mark everyone and leave Forrest Lasso free to just go find the header to clear. He's done it every corner kick Atlanta United 2's put one in there.
Riley, Jadama, Nielsen. One into the other, Wiley. Gannon looking to turn on Scarlett. In with the right, headed out. Tejada now, but he can't keep an eye on it. A couple of different bodies hit it. Tejada gets it back again. So does Tampa Bay and Guinzotti.
Atlanta United 2 nearly picked the pocket of Juan Tejada. Unable to do so, and now Tampa Bay is able to get loose at midfield.
Guinzotti goes one way. Njai goes with the ball with the other. Trying to get Jackson Conway on Lasso. Loro is there.
A little bit different look for Atlanta United 2 now with Jackson Conway playing that number 9. It frees up Mackie Jope to get out wide. A little more pace than Philip Goodrum, who put in a really good shift for the Twos tonight. But Mackie Jope 1v1 with Aaron Guillen. A matchup that Tony Annan probably saw and wanted to try to exploit at some point tonight.
Last touch by Jack Girk. Guillen will be there to throw as we turn to minute 64.
Dahlgaard laboring a bit for Tampa Bay. Looks like we'll see a change next opportunity for the Rowdies.
Malik Johnson. Lewis Hilton. Aduro. Guillen. Dahlgaard. Back and forth with Guinzotti, looking for the give and go. Jadama was there. Njai. Riley. Back to Lundgaard. One into the other was Abdoulaye Diop, and he gives it to Mo Jadama.
Movement off the ball has to come a little quicker to start opening things up.
Riley back. Jadama. Guinzotti on him. Back and forth with Mackie Jope.
You're seeing the Atlanta players recycle and keep checking back, trying to draw Tampa players out to give a couple of options to the player on the ball.
Abdoulaye Diop tries to get it over Dahlgaard, cannot. Nicely done by Mackie Jope to keep possession with Abdoulaye back and forth. Gurr. A lot of room. Flick to Babacar Njai with the left and just missed.
The movement off the ball can create those kinds of opportunities. That movement from Mackie Jope to make the run down the line. Jacker's able to cut inside. Tampa Bay is trying to shift and find it. Njai with a lot of room at the top of the 18. Have to put that on target, but good work by Atlanta United 2 to create that opportunity.
Another sub for Tampa Bay. That'll be the night for Sebastian Guinzotti. He will have gone 65 and a half. Jan Ekra will check in.
Really quiet night for Sebastian Guinzotti. The match where Tampa Bay didn't have a ton of the ball. They weren't able to get him involved too much.
Ekra making his third appearance of the year. And gets his first touch right out of the blocks. A lot of room for a middle of the field. Njai in pursuit. Ekra's going to hang with it for a while. Nicely done, Caleb Wiley. Mackie Jope. Back to Gurr. Abdoulaye Diop back to Jadama. Jadama to Njai. Njai to Nielsen. Lewis Hilton in pursuit. Wiley looking to go on Malik Johnson. Jackson Conway finds Mackie Diop. Diop wants to set up the right. Guillen gets there as well, and they're going to say that Diop touched it last. Goal kick.
Beautiful turn from Jackson Conway. Very quick feet from him to make that turn, play Mackie Diop in. It's a heavy touch from Diop. Take another look at it now. That's the turn from Conway. Beautiful. Diop with the heavy first touch. There's no foul in that. It's a heavy touch, no contact. Everything's on the ball. It's not Guillen who was involved in that challenge that was down. He stayed down momentarily.
Sebastian Daugard still down.
Daugard appeared to be laboring on the throw-in a couple of minutes ago before the last Tampa Bay substitution.
And so it looks like we're going to go ahead and call the hydration break right now.
It's about 8 minutes earlier than normal. Usually it's around the 75th minute in the second half. Be a good bit of stoppage time because we're being told that there will be the regularly scheduled hydration break at the 75th minute mark. That turned into one. Maybe the players took the initiative behind Kyle Johnston's back.
Yeah.
Now we'll see how much time is added to make up for that.
Neil Collins directing a little traffic as he had a bit of an added timeout. Halfway through minute 69, the one goal from Forrest Lasso off of the set piece is held up since the 34th. Sent forward, Wiley. Second ball down to Tejada. Tries to send it to himself. Nicely done to keep possession for Tampa Bay. Nielsen gets in the way that time. Doherty and Gannon both meet. Looks like it hit Gannon last. It'll be a throw. They're going to say it hit Doherty last. No, had it right the first time. Dominic Aduro. Guillen center circle. He'll go back to Lasso. And he'll go all the way back to Evan Loro. Jackson Conway. Tried to have Loro think twice. Riley comes down with it with Gurr and Ekra. Gannon lets it go through his leg so he can regroup. Looks like he wants to drive on Jordan Scarlett. Wiley, edge of the area. Looking to turn on Doherty, can't do it. Had Malik Johnson there, goes to Lewis Hilton.
Giveaway by Wiley under pressure, had three surrounding him. It was a great ball from Will Riley to switch the play to Coleman Gannon.
Riley on Ekra. Sebastian Daugard finds Tejada. Dribbles out of the pressure from Jadama, back to Aduro. Doherty, Scarlett, and Johnson again. A lot of steam there from Malik Johnson. Not a lot of marking. Poked, and Lundgaard gets in the way. Ekra in the way again. Lundgaard, and finally cleared.
Ben Lundgaard off his line, stays big to make that initial save. Great reaction for the second, but the Rowdies are still in possession.
And Patrick Nielsen is down, tried to get up, couldn't do it. He's going to stay down. Let's take a look at what happened inside the area.
Malik Johnson just turned inside, ran past everybody. Lundgaard keeps his body big, gets up quickly to make that second save, which is incredibly impressive. Jadama makes the save, but let's watch Nielsen. He's late to it, slides in, has a little bit of a collision with the goalkeeper. What a second save from Lundgaard. But Nielsen slid in. Lundgaard had to come out to make that save. Patrick Nielsen collided with his goalkeeper. Looks worse for wear.
Yep.
And Atlanta United, too, does not have much in the way of depth at center back right now. Garrison Tubbs, an academy player who's played a lot of minutes over the last couple of years. He is in Winston-Salem at Wake Forest, starting his college career now. Nielsen slides in.
Looks like his knee-to-knee contact, maybe? Because it was the right leg of Nielsen when it went underneath as he was colliding with Lundgaard. Physios and Lundgaard helping him up.
Patrick Nielsen's had an extraordinary match tonight. Played very, very well with the ball in possession, also defensively. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to play any further part this evening. This creates some difficult decisions for Tony Annan. Left on the bench at this point, David Mejia, Ajani Fortune, Daniel Steedman, Amir Bashti, Lamine John A. There's not a center back there.
Yeah.
Likely will have to be Abdoulaye Diop dropping to the back line. You'll have to replace somebody in midfield, so Amir Bashti is going to be the one who gets the call. Abdoulaye Diop will drop to the back line to partner up with Mo Jadama. Will Riley, Babacar Injai will sit behind Amir Bashti. The worst possible luck you could have for Atlanta United, too. On a night where you've only got two center backs available, one of them goes down injured late in the second half.
Physios are keeping an eye on Nielsen over on their side, down from their bench. See what kind of mobility he has.
So this actually helps Atlanta United too. You could hear the not yet. They're trying to see if Patrick Nielsen will be able to come back. Amir Bashti was going to come in for him. This hydration break gives Atlanta United time to figure this out.
Yep.
Nielsen is jogging. Doesn't look like he's doing it very comfortably, but he is moving around a little bit. I'd expect to see Amir Bashti one way or another here very soon as Atlanta United 2 is chasing an equalizer. But you don't want to move that back line around if you can help it.
And it's been another great effort for Atlanta United too. Just right now, once again, one goal to the short over 76 minutes.
Nielsen jogging right now, testing that leg. A little bit of side to side. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
He's going to want to continue to play because, I mean, you can feel it when you're having a night like Nielsen's having. Playing very, very well. He battled injuries in preseason. That's why we hadn't seen him until last week. Came on as a second half sub. Was okay against Charleston. Was very good against Birmingham on the weekend. He doesn't want to leave this match.
Yeah.
He's starting to make his mark for Atlanta United too. Trying to impress not just Tony Annan, but Stephen Glass with the first team, and Carlos Bocanegra, your technical director. And Nielsen gave it a go.
Yep.
You could tell that time when he's jogging back and trying to cut, you could see it on his face. He didn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But he has to come off. Amir Bashti comes on. He'll play the number 10 role behind Jackson Conway.
Atlanta United 2 with another throw in front of the Tampa Bay bench. Here halfway through minute 77.
13 and a half minutes left on the clock, but there will be substantial stoppage time added.
Yep. Lasso heads it down on the second ball. Jan Ekra. Tejada. Malik Johnson. And return. Doherty and Scarlett. Malik Johnson once again. Dominic Gaduro. Dalgard. Back to Guillen. Ekra. Marked by Bashti and Riley. Riley wins it away. Whistle and a foul on Ekra.
Excellent work from Riley. Knows he's going to have a physical battle with Ekra. Doesn't give up any ground and gets the free kick.
Abdoulaye Diop to Gurr. Dalgard and Ekra chasing. Mojadama.
Tampa Bay will step and pressure Diop on the back line as much as possible.
Njai loses the handle on it. Jadama just gets rid of it to calm things down a little bit. Deep throw for Tampa Bay.
Atlanta wants to build up out of the back. It's going to be tough without Nielsen in there now as they try to readjust. Might not be able to do that for the duration.
Doherty and Johnson. Scarlett. Back to Johnson again. Flicked over the top. Jadama shields Hilton nicely over to Lundgaard. Jadama, Abdoulaye Diop, back to Lundgaard.
Looks like Lamine Jaunet will be checking in for Atlanta United 2.
Riley. Abdoulaye Diop back to Lundgaard. Njai finds Will Riley with space. Big left. Bashti tries to settle it down. Ends up back to Loro, who didn't get a whole lot on it. Conway chasing with Scarlett into the corner. Both teams calling for it. Tampa touches it last to throw for Atlanta United 2. Quickly back into Babacar Njai. Gurr. Conway. Mackie Diop. Deflected, top of the area. Hilton comes down with it. Jan Ekra with room. Mackie Diop on him, and Tejada's got it. Abdoulaye Diop is chasing. Tejada tries to cut it back with the right. Top of the area. Will chip it with the right and in. Juan Tejada gets it past Ben Lundgaard in the 81st, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
It's a beautiful ball to send Juan Tejada in, but this is what happens when you have an injury on the back line. You can see the spacing. Tejada's played onside because Jadama and Diop are not in sync yet, and that's a beautiful finish from Juan Tejada. He gets past Diop, who tries to recover. Jadama tries to hold him up. Tejada just says, I'll have it from here. Picks out the side netting and nails it.
Juan Tejada had been looking for goals this season. He'd been getting a bunch of assists, and now it's his second one on the year. 2 goals, 2 assists for Tejada. That one was pretty, the second on the night for Tampa Bay, and they lead it 2-0.
Tejada just does not stop working for this Rowdies side. Coleman Gannon leaves the match for Atlanta. Johnnet will replace him. David Mejia is also in for Babacar Njai as Tony Annan really has to open it up and try to push forward. Johnston allows it to play, keeps the advantage on.
Yep, Ekra gets away from Conway and others, gives to Lewis Hilton and back to Forrest Lasso. Too much looking from Malik Johnson. It'll be a throw for Atlanta United too.
You weren't able to catch it on that replay, but the initial ball into Tejada, the two center backs for Atlanta not in the same line, that kept Tejada onside.
Tejada, Hilton, Doherty, Aduro, Malik Johnson looking to drive again. As Tejada to his left runs into about 3 Atlanta United 2 players. Mojadama comes out with it and he'll give to Caleb Wiley.
Little back heel in his own 18 from Amir Bashti. That created the opportunity for Atlanta to get out of jail.
Jordan Scarlett sends it out with a Tampa Bay player down inside the area.
And Neil Collins furious in front of his bench. Malik Johnson comes in, gets stuffed by Jadama. It's a very late reaction to a pretty inadvertent hand from Amir Bashti. Really not much to be complaining about here. Malik Johnson up quickly. Very light contact from Bashti.
Atlanta United 2 with a throw. First touch for John A. Lewis Hilton's with him. He's going to stick with the stripes. John A double team, gets out of it. Had Mejia. Gets it back to Abdoulaye Diop and Jack Gurr. Into the area. Lasso ahead of Jackson Conway. Doherty wins the second and the third ball, and here comes Johnson. Foul on John A.
John A just grabs Malik Johnson as he's trying to break out down the right side.
Fans, just to let you know, the USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate in the USL Academy League kicking off in spring 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search hashtag USL Academy on social media. Gurr and Dalgard go up for it. They say that Gurr touched it last. Throw in for the Rowdies.
Came off the back of Gurr. Both of them mistimed the jump in the air.
Guillen to Ekra. Riley marking him. Bashti comes in to help. And call a foul on Atlanta United 2.
Referee Johnston let that keep going because Ekra just kept fighting through the arm tackles. Jan Ekra had that assist on the goal for Tejada. It's had a big impact since coming into this match. Shirt getting grabbed, getting pushed backwards, just keeps fighting through it.
Lasso, Aki Diop almost had that one. Headed center circle. Tejada. Jadama was on him. Ekra now. And Guillen. Chipped forward, Jan Ekra. He's got support with Dalgard and Tejada. Give and go. Ekra inside the area, tries to get it into Lundgaard. Gets big save and out.
Incredibly patient Ben Lundgaard there. Doesn't overcommit, doesn't give Ekra an opening. Makes the big save.
Wiley. John A. It's going to be a throw. Here's another look.
Ekra gets in behind. Look at Lundgaard holding his ground, not giving anything up. Ekra has nowhere to go with that shot. Tries to go over the shoulder. Lundgaard there to make the play.
Tejada. Malik Johnson. Can't keep it. It's going to be a throw for the Stripes. Halfway through minute 87. Launched forward. Lasso will get there first. He'll send it back to Evan Loro. Wiley, Tejada. John A. and Riley. Tejada jousting with him. They're going to call a foul on Tampa. Quick start for Atlanta United 2. Early minute 88, down 2 goals. Needs something fast, but there will be a lot of added stoppage time because of the delays. There will be some added minutes here. Mackie Joe trying to get past Ekra. They're going to call a foul.
Mackie Joe doing his best Jan Ekra impersonation, trying to run through the challenges. He gets the foul called as well.
Jadama, Wiley with the left. Laura was there as Wiley was looking for Jackson Conway on the long ball.
Loro's been very good on those crosses. Reads it well, knows when to come off his line, when to stay at home.
Mejia was on Doherty. Doherty was looking for Tejada. Atlanta United 2 has it. Scarlett got in the way of that, so it'll be a throw. John A. and Johnson. They're going to call the foul on Lamine John A.
Malik Johnson got to the spot first. John A. tried to pull him off of it.
Tony in looking at his charges, 1.5 minutes, and then the added time, those added minutes. Atlanta United need 2 here, as they're at the halfway point of their season. Tejada thought about driving on Jadama, pulls it back to Malik Johnson. He'll give to Dominic Aduro in the middle. Jan Ekra. Dalgard. Back to Ekra and Aduro. Doherty. Malik Johnson lost the handle, ends up getting past Wiley. Jadama got in the way. Wiley has a chance here to break. Give to John A. with room. Maduro defends from the seat of his pants. It's going to be a throw for Atlanta United for Atlanta United 2. Neil Collins wants to make one more sub. Lewis Hilton gets in the way of that drive, and here it comes. Kevin Mendoza will make an appearance. And all the sounds that you hear down below, it looks like that's the night for Lewis Hilton.
Strong night for Lewis Hilton, leading this Tampa Bay midfield. Picked up a couple of good free kick opportunities. Kevin Mendoza comes in now. He's only played 3 minutes on the season. Last year he was with Veracruz in Liga MX. Didn't see the field. Previously played for the Rowdies U23 side in USL League 2.
And that number on the board is correct. 8 minutes added to the 90. Foul on Ekra.
8 minutes feels about right. You've had some injuries. You've had the hydration break. You had the impromptu hydration break.
Jackson Conway. Not enough on it as he saw John A.
Been a few of those tonight.
Malik Johnson. Conway backtracking nicely. Mejia. Wanted to get it to Mackie Jope. Guillen got in the way.
Like the defensive work there from Conway. Mejia tries to spring Mackie Jope. Under hits the pass again.
Lasso. Loro.
Well, this is the veteran leadership of Tampa Bay. You've got a 2-0 lead. It's been a long night. Just want to keep it simple, knock the ball around a little bit.
Doherty thought he could get it forward to Mendoza, headed down. Here comes Atlanta United 2 again, bumped off. Doherty bumps Riley off the ball. Tejada now with it for Tampa Bay. I'm going to call the foul that time on Will Riley.
See, that's the little things. Riley could have potentially stayed down and tried to draw that foul call, because it's physical before this point. A little bit of frustration from Riley. Just shoves Tejada off the ball. Easy decision for Johnston. Riley to pop back up, though. Johnson allowed the play to continue.
Ekra, Dalgard, Gurr on him. Guillen goes back as he needs to. Scarlett, Doherty, Mejia on him. Mendoza. A lot of room for Mendoza. He gives it to Malik Johnson, who will be in the corner. Tried to pass it. Get a little more work done there in the corner for Tampa Bay. Opportunity here. Doherty sends it all the way through. Dalgard has to settle. A lot on that one from Doherty. Sends it through the area. And there's Dominic Aduro. Finds Malik Johnson again. Intercepted by Will Riley, sent clear, but Jordan Scarlett's there. Doherty trying to spring Mendoza. It'll go out for another goal kick for Atlanta United 2. 3 minutes of the 8 are in the books. Abdoulaye Diop had to backtrack for that one from Gurr. Ekra and Dalgard guarding Gurr from going up the line. Had to give to Abdoulaye Diop. Jadama. John A. Mendoza there on John A, so it'll be a throw for the Stripes. Kyle Johnston is going to have Wiley go back a little bit before he throws it back in. Jack Gurr asking for it. Off the big switch, no one sees him yet. Calls for it again. Abdoulaye Diop. Halfway through the 8 minutes. Gurr tries to find Mejia, but Guillen was there first. Bashti, Mackie Diop. Abdoulaye Diop. Mojadama. Wiley. Mendoza marking him, sent in nicely. Bashti looking to turn. He does. Wants to set up the right on. Big save, Lowero. Jordan Scarlett will find it, and he will clear.
Beautiful turn from Amir Bashti. Forces Evan Lowero to stretch all the way out to make this save. Little pullback from Bashti. Hits it with some curl from left to right on it. But Evan Lowero up to the challenge.
Gurr, Mackie Diop. Guillen on him. Trying to go into the middle. Ekra was there. They'll call a foul. Kyle Johnston counting off all the instances that he saw fouls, and now he gives Mackie Diop a card.
We talked about it at the top of the show. Kyle Johnston, his first USL Championship match tonight as a referee. He's done an outstanding job controlling this match. He's been in complete command of it. That yellow card is completely accurate. Mackie Diop has been in a battle with Aaron Guillen all night long. First with Lasso, then with Guillen.
Tejada was the target. Chests it down. Jan Ekra. Bashti on him trying to get it away. Guillen finds the open man in Dalgard.
It's good to see young referees come into this league and manage matches effectively. Kyle Johnston has done a really good job tonight.
Mendoza. Back to Doherty. Johnston. Mendoza. Doherty again. And it will go over the inline goal kick.
Atlanta United 2 learning a harsh lesson tonight. They've played very, very well in their last few matches. Tonight, not quite to that standard. They've played well and haven't gotten the results they've been looking for, first against Charleston and against Birmingham. Tonight, you see what happens when you don't have your fastball, when you're not on the top of your game. A team like Tampa Bay can come in, take advantage of the situation, take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves, and put you away with a comfortable win.
Dalgard trying to find some space so he can burn some clock. Instead, he'll turn to his left, go inside the area. Stays on the line. Lundgaard has to get rid of it quickly. Finds Lamine John-A with room. Boschti, Mackie Joe, Jackson Conway all there. John-A with the left, blocked by Jordan Scarlett.
Really good performance from this back line for Tampa Bay. You hear Forrest Lasso giving Jordan Scarlett a lot of props for that one. At this point in the match, Jordan Scarlett does not want to make that run. He does not want to be on his heels here defending. Stays with it, doesn't give John-A the look, blocks the shot.
Into the area, headed out by Lasso. Coming close to the end of the 8 minutes. Gurr with the left into the area, headed, flicked it in! But the flag is up.
Even when it feels like you're going to find something to show for it, Atlanta United 2 can't catch the break. Offside on the back post after the flick on. Boschti got in behind. Conway might have been offside as well. That expression is what this match has been like for Atlanta United 2.
And there's your final whistle. Goal by Forrest Lasso, goal by Juan Tejada, and Tampa Bay continues to assert their top spot and get some distance between them and everybody else in Group H.
Back-to-back clean sheets for the Rowdies. This one's a little more comfortable. It took some late goals to put it away in Miami. Second half, very strong for the Rowdies tonight. Eventually just wore this young Atlanta United 2 side down.
So when we come back, we'll put a final bow on it. We'll let you see what happened to get us to a 2-0 result for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, defeating Atlanta United 2 in Group H in the USL Championship. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. We'll put a bow on it when we come right back.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Kennesaw as you see the Lumberjack at the back. Forrest Lasso for Tampa